What is up, guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Commander Awesomeness, and tonight I will be simulating the 1-2 Seattle Seahawks versus the 3-0 Detroit Lions. If you guys are new to this channel, please feel free to smash that like button and hit that subscribe button down below. We're on the road to 300 subscribers, and yeah, we're gonna jump right into things. We're gonna upgrade some guys, and we're gonna look at the rankings as per usual. This is the last game of week 4 before we jump to week 5, I believe, this coming Thursday. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. But yeah, this is gonna be a good one. So let's do this. Alrighty. It does not look like the Seahawks need an upgrade, so we're gonna jump right over to the Lions. In which it looks like the Lions do need some upgrades, so we're gonna do that right now. We got Jamison Williams getting the upgrade. He's going to be in 80 overall, and then we got Colby Sorsdal, who will be in 64 overall. All right, awesome. Alrighty, now we got some rankings to look at here. Whoop, that's not the rankings. Okay, there we go. So the Seahawks didn't have the number 32 offensive league, meanwhile the Lions did the number 18 offensive league. And defensively, the Seahawks did the number 23 defensive league, and meanwhile the Lions did the number 4 defensive league. So yeah, that's where we're at. And without further ado, let's jump right into this game. Preseason game. Let's rock, baby. Let's rock. If you're a Seahawks or Lions fan, let me know in the chat or in the comments down below who you got winning this game. I'm gonna rock with the Lions, got the dub. But yeah, it's being played at home on Monday night football, so it's gonna be electric. Let's go.
Tonight, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports. It's the Detroit Lions taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect...
Here we go.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Donovan Peoples-Jones now from the end zone. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And out come the Lions for their first drive behind their ninth-year quarterback in year number 4 with Detroit. It's Jared Goff.
It's hardly an exaggeration to say that Goff has revitalized his career these last couple of years, and he's rewarded for it during the offseason, as Detroit has certainly made sure everyone knows he's their quarterback for the future. It's clear that they believe in him, and he's done nothing to sway them from that belief.
They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. The numbers for Gibbs from last week: 18 carries, 101 yards.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff, because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
To throw on second down is gone. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now it's Goff off the bootleg. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After the interception, here's Smith. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
A man who played collegiately over at East Lansing, here's Ken Walker. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The numbers for Walker last week: north of 100 yards, the 2 scores, and, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now 2nd and 5. They run again with Walker. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Now it's Smith. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter, out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's Noah Fant who caps things off with the touchdown. 7-0 is our score. Ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And able to get this out to the 25. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive. Something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
The off throw going into the hands of Williams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Well, no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets, they don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 63 yards. And the Lions are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it. Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working. I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And going right back to Walker. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Smith. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Gino. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Shrugs him off. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Lions will take over. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing.
Nowhere to go. Here, he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Make it 2 weeks in a row now. He's kind of been Johnny on the spot. A fumble recovered last week, and now 2 in a row.
Reminds me a little bit of an old teammate of mine. We used to call him the Vulture because he would swoop in and clean up after the play was made. But boy, we said it with a lot of affection because he made a lot of game-changing plays by getting to the football that had been knocked loose.
What was your nickname, by the way?
Can you go get me some water, guy, please? The rest of us are playing.
Right. Too humble. Walker now at 1st and 10. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Marcus Davenport brought him down, the UTSA product.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Smith. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Smith. And he bats it away and it falls down incomplete. Kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And he returns this to the 22. Another shot now for this Lions offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think Coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Goff now to throw. And pass caught, it's Williams. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That's really good play design right there, and it's one that comes down to the offensive line. It's a deep in route, but it's only going to work if that line gives you time in the pocket to wait for the route to develop. Mission accomplished there as they pick up the 1st down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Jerome Baker there on the tackle. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Meanwhile, Goff's throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 12-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. we saw that from up here, CD. A tug on the face mask and the flag comes out.
And we saw that last week they had some defensive miscues like that, and they told us that they had worked hard on it in practice and thought they had it all cleaned up, but obviously the message hasn't really sunk in.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Second and goal from the 1. Gibbs again, and he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, his second rushing touchdown on the year, and the Lions have taken the lead.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Badgley on for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jahmyr Gibbs. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. So first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
So here are the Lions to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. After the interception, here's Goff. They juked him. That is caught. It's Williams. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with second and a couple. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Gibbs straight ahead. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. To throw is Goff. And they're going to get it. They bring it down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Credit the sack to Jonathan Hankins. Was certainly not an ideal first quarter for him. Remember, he lost the fumble earlier, and here he ends up on the ground with a sack.
And sometimes what happens when you make a mistake early, you get too cautious going forward. Just cover up the football and take care of it and be able to cut it loose. Otherwise, your offense is going to stall.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Goff. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Sharon Reed muscles his way in for the sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this 1st quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. There's Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Goff. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Jonathan Hankins able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Now the ball now going back over the Seattle Seahawks offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense. He's up over 100 yards, has the touchdown. He's a big-time receiver in this league, so the question becomes, how do you limit him going forward?
Well, you know the guys trying to cover him, they haven't had a whole lot of success thus far, and while they will still accept the challenge, maybe you have to change your focus. You have to get after the quarterback a little bit, disrupt his timing. Because right now it feels like pitch and catch. Make sure he's not able to have clear sight lines to it, and maybe that'll slow him down.
And this is not the guy you want to let play pitch and catch. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Out of the gun, Goff. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Seahawks will take over here just shy of the 30. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
And Walker once more. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Oh, they'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. In motion is Chenault. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Smith's throw into the hands of the receiver, Chenault. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Gino down to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Second down, here's Charbonnet. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Zach Charbonnet, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to move back in front. A strong run there, boy, when he gets it, especially around the goal line, like a bull in a china shop.
And none of us ever want to confront that bull in any china shop, do we? Any more than we want to confront him. Got behind his pads, ran with power, and got into the end zone.
What an asset around the goal line, a guy like that.
It's almost like a safety blanket, isn't it? When all else fails, hand it to this big back and let him power his way forward.
Now Myers for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. And Detroit back in possession of the football. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Goff on first down. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off by Boye Mafe. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. This 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Smith. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Smith. That escapes the sack. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Can't give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke because, all right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a lion that's shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The Lions on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Gone. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Lions hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The give, right side for Gibbs. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Here's 3rd and 3. Goff now looks to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Goff. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
Now Goff on first down. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. In motion right, that's Williams. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Goff on 3rd down. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 25-yard line. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. First carry now for David Montgomery. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 2nd down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line. Coming right, this is Montgomery on the toss. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
The big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Off play action. Here's Goff. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try from 28 yards out. Mosley's kick is good, and that will tie things at 17 all. That drive just seemed to go for an eternity. I could kind of hear our sponsor saying, hey, we need to get our product pushed here. But then it ends in a field goal.
Yeah, how about that? Not enough time for product placement, but plenty of time to get 3 points out of the deal. I know that the guys on defense, though, they wanted to get those products out there. They wanted to stop that drive, just weren't able to do so.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
This complete to Lockett. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on third down, Smith. This will be caught by Brown. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. Fielded at about the 28. A good head down running on the return, gets about 15 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Now Goff. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Goff. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now a first down throw, it's Smith. Walker with a grab, left side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Here's a 2nd and 5. Now Gino. On the slant, here's Smith and Jigba. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Smith. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Again, Smith. Finding Lockett for the catch here on the out route. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 25-yard line. Here's Smith. Smith and Jigba with a grab. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing is Smith. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. Oh, he's going to be brought down a few yards short of the goal line, and they're going to be unable to stop the clock from here. So close yet so far, and that's going to be how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. It's a tied football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tied game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
First and 10, Goff. It's complete to Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Over the middle and taken in by Laporta. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Goff now looking to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Again, Goff. That's to the tight end, Laporta. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. This a 33-yard attempt. Badgley able to knock this one through, and with that they take the lead here 20-17. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Throwing now is Geno. He hits his target, Lockett. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. A shotgun snap for Smith. Over the middle here to Brown. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. A give for Walker running right. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Again, it's Walker. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
It wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went heavy. No surprise that it was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Smith now to throw. That's going to be caught. It's Chenault. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now Smith. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Smith. And they're going to get it. They bring him out of the sack back at the 16-yard line. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
An assortment of sacks in this game. This one the product of a good jump and terrific effort. Moves quickly off the snap of the ball. Doesn't let up until he's in the backfield and impacting the quarterback.
Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. This a 33-yard attempt. First kick is good, and that's going to tie things at 20. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On second down, here's Goff. That's complete to Laporta. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. Goff. Going underneath, Gibbs has it. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Here's Goff. Pass taken, puts it on the carpet, it's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the third quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now, it's up to their defense to try.
And now, before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Goff on first down. That's over the middle and caught by the rookie. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Play action. It's Goff. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Here's Goff. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Goff now to throw. And in for the Lions touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones, 33 yards. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Hands it to Walker to begin the series. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Smith's throw into the hands of Lockett. And Lockett going to pick up a Seahawks first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line. Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. 2nd and 5. Here's Smith. It's caught, Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Up the middle, here's Walker. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now it's Smith off the bootleg. And that is incomplete here. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Gino down to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. So the drive will indeed continue. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. To throw is Smith. Got a man, it's Brown. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Smith. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. 3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Back to throw, Smith. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
On 3rd down, here's Walker. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. 4th down. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Smith. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kenneth Walker, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for two, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it was Ken Walker who finished things off with a touchdown catch. What a way to wrap up the week in the NFL. All tied on this Monday night as the kick is away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Jamison Williams and the Lions get set for this next possession. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, and he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. Another run for Gibbs here. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. Now Goff. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
And partner, to tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a play fake, and it's gone. There's the stiff arm. Throw over the middle, he finds Williams. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Charles, he's now over 400 yards passing in this one. It feels like he has a zillion completions. Just a very memorable effort from a guy that we thought could be in line for a big game, and he has exceeded our expectation.
That he has, and I'm not really surprised at all because when you look at this offensive unit, they are loaded across the board. And, of course, the guy throwing them, he's a big-time player himself. They brought it from start to finish and really helped get the better of the opposing secondary.
His throw incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
2nd and 10. Off play action. Here's Goff. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Now, I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been in the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Smith and Jigba in motion right. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Now Gino. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Smith. Going right back to Fant. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Oh, that's a nice job of clearing space in the middle of the field for your tight end. He's going to start behind the line and run an angle route, hoping to kind of get lost in the middle of the field. And this is put right on him, and he's able to pick up a first down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Smith. This complete to Lockett. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. From the 41, here's a second down at 6. Throwing is Smith. Smith and Jigba with the grab. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line. 11 yards for number 11.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 115 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And going right back to Walker. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Now Smith. That is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! Noah Fant, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers at the start of the 4th quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The 4th quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
Now Myers for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. That time, a 9-play drive. And it's Noah Fant who caps things off with the touchdown. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and And that will bring up second down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Second down and 3. Gibbs straight ahead. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a third down and 2.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Back to Walker on first down. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 37. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now it's Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Now to the ground, here's Walker. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 134 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball,
and for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Lions are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football. And especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Goff. Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And 22 more yards there and another 1st down.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's gone. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 1st downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Goff now looking to throw. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive 1st down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
He'll go right back to St. Brown. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Now 1st and goal. Gibbs is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator...
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Badgley on for the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as it kicks away here. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Smith's going to throw it. Throw out wide to Walker. And they will get another first down here up near midfield. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Smith's throw caught here by Metcalf. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Here's Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on it, and they pick up a first down.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And that is no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So the Lions now, they'll get the first crack at things here in overtime as we are back underway. Now Donovan Peoples-Jones. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And Detroit getting set to go now. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime, they've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
The Goff's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego, because a lot of times you have so many different plays you want to call, but when you spot a matchup that's working for you or a player that has the hot hand, keep giving it to them. That tells me you're mature as a play caller, and it's working for them in overtime.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. Cross pass finds Williams, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33. Goff and Williams hooking up there for a Lions first. Well, good start for him under center here in overtime, now 3 of 3.
And this is where you have to know who you have playing quarterback. You got a confident thrower right now, someone who's taking care of the ball, but not being timid as well, and is moving the team downfield. That opens up your playbook and allows you to dial up some big shots if you want them.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Straight ahead with Gibbs here, fighting him off. 58 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw, Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete. It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. A shotgun snap for Goff. That is caught. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 14. Goff to St. Brown for the Detroit first down. Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Goff. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. But looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Second and 11 now. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And fights through one man. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. So the game-winning touchdown came through the air in overtime. 4 quarters wasn't enough. We were treated to a really good one, weren't we, partner?
That we were, and I just love being able to be witness to a game like this all the way through. Who's going to win it? Oh, what? We're getting overtime? Great for us. A lot of tension on the field. Very tough. Not surprised it ended with a passing touchdown. That's the way we play in the NFL. But the execution was pretty darn good.
So for Detroit, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they'll drop down to 1-3, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaunt. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Ford Field.
What a game, man. Holy cow. This was a fantastic game. Alrighty, so Jared Goff went 46 for 56 with 579 passing yards. Holy shit. And 4 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. So those are Jared Goff numbers right there. And his longest pass of the day was from 63 yards. And Geno Smith went 36 for 50 yards with 342 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, 4 receptions, and his longest pass of the day was from 24 yards. Alrighty. Zach Charbonnet had only one rush for 3 yards and a touchdown. And Jahmyr Gibbs had 21 carries for 58 yards and a touchdown, and his longest run of the day was from 17 yards. Donovan Peoples-Jones had 9 catches for 125 yards, 2 touchdowns, and his longest catch of the day was from 33 yards. Jameson Williams had 11 catches for 215 yards, 2 touchdowns, and his longest catch of the day was from 63 yards. Noah Fant had 9 catches for 95 yards and 2 touchdowns, and his longest catch of the day was from 20 yards. And finally, Kenneth Walker the third had 4 catches for 22 yards and a touchdown, and his longest catch of the day was from 6 yards. Oh boy, here we go. There were a lot of sacks in this game. Holy moly. Panay Sewell allowed 4 sacks. Anthony Bradford allowed a sack. Taylor Decker allowed a sack. Lakin Tomlinson allowed a sack. Abraham Lucas allowed a sack. Kevin Zeitler allowed a sack. And Graham Glasgow allowed 2 sacks. For defense, Boye Maffei had 3.5 sacks. Jonathan Hankins had 2 sacks. Leonard Williams had 1.5 sacks. Jaron Reed had a sack. Byron Murphy had 2 sacks. Byron Murphy the second had a sack. Aiden Hutchinson had a sack. DJ Reader had a sack. Marcus and David Porter had half a sack, and Marcus Golden had half a sack. For field goals, Michael Badgley made 2 field goals, and his longest field goal was from 33 yards. And Jason Myers had 2 field goals, but he missed the other, and his longest field goal was from 43 yards. Oh, excuse me. For punting, Michael Dixon had 3 punts for 127 yards, and his longest punt of the day was from 44 yards. And Jack Fox had 2 punts for 72 yards, and his longest punt of the day was from 46 yards. And for kick returns, Dwayne Eskridge had 6 returns for 145 yards, and his longest return of the day was from 26 yards. And Donovan Peoples-Jones had 6 returns for 144 yards, and his longest return of the why can I not read her now? And his longest return of the day was from 29 yards. There we go. Oh my gosh. And then for punt returns, Donovan Peoples-Jones had 2 returns for 22 yards, and his longest return of the day was from 15 yards. And Dwayne Eskridge had 1 return for 3 yards. And that is pretty much the game as the Detroit Lions defeat the Seattle Seahawks 40-34, and actually in overtime in a very entertaining game here on Monday Night Football. Oh man, what a freaking game, man! Wow, that was phenomenal. Oh man. All right, advance. All right, and Lions got some upgrades as well. Terry and Arnold will be in 77 overall, and Jahmyr Gibbs will be in 85 overall. Alright, that's awesome. The Lions are now 4-0 out of the season, meanwhile the Seahawks are now 1-3 out of the season. Okay. Now we're gonna jump right over to the Seahawks. Okay. It looks like the Seahawks got some upgrades as well. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Ooh. Kenneth Walker III will be an 89 overall. And very good upgrade there for the Seahawks. One that they badly need right now. Alrighty. And that is pretty much all the games from this week, from week 4. We're gonna jump right over to my Patriots since they are the commissioner. Yes, I'm a Patriots fan. And yes, I'm very depressed as a Patriots fan in the modern age because the Patriots suck right now. So, yeah. Okay. Alrighty. we're gonna advance the week to next week. Week 5, baby. Let's rock. Alrighty, and then I'm gonna quickly zip through the games real quick for this week. I think we got some bangers. Oh, yes, we do. But the Thursday night football game is gonna be kind of garbage. We got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Atlanta Falcons for Thursday night football. The Buccaneers are 3-1 and the Falcons are 0-4. But for the London game at 9:30 a.m. on Sunday, you got the New York Jets taking on the Minnesota Vikings. The Jets are 2-2 and the Vikings are 2-2. And then you got the Carolina Panthers taking on the Chicago Bears. The Panthers are 2-2 and the Bears are 1-3. And then you got the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. The Ravens are 4-0 and the Bengals are 1-3. And then you got the Miami Dolphins taking on the New England Patriots. The Dolphins are 2-2 and the Patriots are 3-1. And then you got the Cleveland Browns taking on the Washington Commanders. The Browns are 2-2 and the Commanders are also 2-2. And then you got the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Colts are 2-2 and the Jaguars are 3-1. And then you got the Buffalo Bills taking on the Houston Texans. That's gonna be an interesting game. The Bills are 1-3 and the Texans are also 1-3. And then you got the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Denver Broncos. The Raiders are 2-2 and the Broncos are 1-3. And then you got the Arizona Cardinals taking on the San Francisco 49ers. The Cardinals are 1-3 and the 49ers are 4-0. And then you got the Green Bay Packers taking on the Los Angeles Rams. The Packers are 1-3 and the Packers The Packers are 1-3 and the Rams are 0-4. And then you got the New York Giants taking on the Seattle Seahawks. The Giants are 2-2 and the Seahawks are 1-3. And then for Sunday night football, you got the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Cowboys are 2-2 and the Steelers are 4-0. So that's gonna be an interesting game. And then for Monday Night Football, this is going to be a very interesting game. You got the New Orleans Saints taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. The Saints are 2-2 and the Chiefs are also 2-2. So those are all the games. And not really a whole lot of exciting games going on this week, but hey, they're games, but this is a very long video, so I'm going to call it a night. But thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. If you guys made it to this video, make sure you guys smash that like button and hit that subscribe button down below. We're on the road to 300 subscribers, and until next time, have an awesome night, guys. And as always, stay awesome.